Okay, so basically, I am going to talk about something that I should, because honestly, it has something to do with relationships. And honestly, I'm gonna go back to it, but I'm gonna not show you guys the whole thing because y'all don't need to see the whole thing. So basically, here's of like what happened. So I'm gonna break it up into details because I'm not gonna explain everything. But basically, it's gonna be two parts of this video, and what you should know and what you really shouldn't do in a relationship, because this needs to be discussed. So, yeah. Basically, what happened was that my ex-best friend and my ex-boyfriend are kind of going out with each other. Honestly, it's true. They can't deny it. So, yeah. So basically, at camp in July, I know this was like 2 months ago, actually 3, make that 3. It was a while ago, but I still have the right to be entitled to my feelings and how I feel about the whole situation. And I really don't think I could have handled it better, because I did handle it in the best situation ever of context. So basically, I just wanted to hang out with the crew. Now, the girl has been my friend since 6th grade, and honestly, maybe our friendship wasn't meant to be, because obviously me and her did a lot of videos together, mind you. So this girl decides to go behind my back and talk about me to other people, which I didn't really like, and talk about me to Kevin. They have this whole Christian group chat. Honestly, I feel like the whole making up an excuse of why she toxic. She's not toxic. That's what basically she said. So, when I came back home, I talked to my boyfriend, and I literally went to him crying when I was at camp, because every day I thought I would have at least got a good chance to hang out with her before I left the school. So all I wanted was to hang out with her and spend time with her, because I wasn't going to be coming back to that school anymore. And she blew it because she decided to go over to Kevin and talk about me to him, acting like I don't exist. So the first thing she told me was, no, I'm just getting close to him and I'm trying to be friendly. Because the first day I came to camp, I came in a little late and she came in early. So they take a bus, the Georgia kids. The camp is in Georgia. And basically, we all sat at one table. It was her, Kimani, and Kevin, basically. That is the whole crew. And they sat together every day. No, I'm not jealous, but I am just telling the truth that her, Kimani, and Kevin were sitting together. Obviously, the first day I thought it was kind of suspicious, because when I'm like, is Chloe here? I was really excited to see Chloe, and I thought me and Kevin at least can get along. There's no way I was going to ever think about getting back with him, because that wasn't even in my vocabulary. So, basically, what happened was, after that, she said, shh, don't say anything to the people. When I sat with them, they seemed like they didn't want me to sit with them, because as I was at camp, I literally kind of felt like I was getting thrown away. Now, honestly, it's not about basically what I said. Don't worry about, because honestly, I apologized a long time ago to him, and And I felt like she threw me away just to talk trash about me to the person. So, yeah, I felt like she threw me away for Kevin because our friendship was first. You didn't even know Kevin until I introduced you to him. So, in the whole group chat thing, I still have group chats, basically, of me, her, and Kevin. In those group chats, Kevin has always been protecting her like she's some person that she needs to be protected by, like literally standing by her side every minute. And that was supposed to be my boyfriend, which that was my ex, by the way. Well, that is my ex. I'm with a whole different boyfriend now, and I'm not even with him anymore, and I don't even care. I've been in a relationship, and I'm happy about my relationship. Everything is going good, and I know the guy really loves me, and I'm happy. I moved on from him, but he thinks I still want him. After the apologize and I texted him, I have tried to be all nice to him at camp. So he is over here judging my relationship when obviously it's none of your business. So Kevin decides to be Kevin. Literally be Kevin. And freaking hurt my feelings, bro. Like, why? Why are you hurting my feelings? And honestly, it was just a joke to see, like, how the reaction was, honestly, because I just wanted something, at least a little bit of attention, at least for my friend. So I said I was taking a picture of them. I really wasn't. Then we have the little dance. There's a dance every year at the camp that we go to. It was the last night of camp, basically. We had a whole big dance. It was time for us to go. We got glow sticks, everything. The dance was pretty nice, but what had really hurt was that they were all dancing and they told each other that they loved each other. And honestly, it kind of broke me because it's still girl code no matter what. If you're friends with this person, you're friends with this person. You can't go behind somebody's back and talk about them like that. Because I don't even go behind your back and talk about you. And what's worse is that they cannot deny that they're not a couple because they are. They are. So, yeah. And I feel like the relationship and the friendship was toxic because, honestly, he knows what he did, she knows what she did. Recently, they did a video on me just for me trying to be friendly, and I said, you really hurt me. And he did. He knows what the heck he did. But anyway, he over here, whatchamacallit, no, she told him something that happened in the dorm a while ago, which I was really upset about. When he talked about on the live stream and called Chloe on the phone, because it was wrong for him to do that without even like consenting me. But anyway, I thought that was private because, like I said, I never went and told their business. But basically, I had a little accident in the dorm because I wasn't feeling good. And basically, he decided to say that out loud and humiliate me and make me feel even worse about myself because he thinks that his stupid little 200 subscribers is going to affect me. And honestly, this is just toxic. And her literally standing up for him is also toxic. And I don't like people who are toxic. And they, in my life, together, they're both toxic. They're both toxic. And to prove my point that they are together when they can't say they're not, is this video right here at camp. And then after that, I'm going to kind of get into basically what you really should know, because I feel like I should do a segment of my relationships. So,
Kevin don't care what Brianna do. Brianna do need to back it up. That's one thing she do need to do, though.
You need to apologize to him. Oh, shoot. Sorry, hold on.
How about you go hang out with her, Bree?
Right. She right. Hey, look, there go your new friend. Stop touching me.
So, see, hold on.
Sunshine Flint. How about you go hang out with her, Bree?
Right. She right. Hey, look, there go your new friend. Stop touching me.
But that's, I'm not showing you guys the whole video because that's not, you know, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be that person who will show you guys the whole video. I just wanted you guys to see that. And how that they kind of hurt my feelings and didn't really care that hurt that you they would go talk about me. So that's kind of what I wanted to get into. What I wanted to get into. So now I'm going to talk about my relationships that I've been into, and that has caused me trust issues with people, because I feel like that this needs to kind of be discussed and addressed anyway. So yeah, basically I feel like I cannot trust anyone right now. Here's why, which I'm learning to trust, but like I felt like I was getting used and all of this was toxic. I'm taking therapy, at least for my whole relationships that I've been in, and it has gotten to the point where it has affected my mental health, and it's not even fair to me. What you really should know is that toxic people are toxic people, and I'm going to help you guys out by not talking to toxic people and at least knowing what I have been through, because they are toxic and they're nothing but toxic. They're not going to be there for you all the time. They're not someone who you can rely on or go and, you know, you can wish. You just can't go and cry on them or rely on them, because they're not gonna do anything for you. They're no good for you. They're really all they are is just trying to get you. They're trying to get you to be on their level. They're trying to get you to be upset with them because they don't like it when you're happy. And they want your life to be miserable. That is one thing you should know. That toxic people are toxic people. And you need to be careful of signs of the relationship as well. I don't believe in, whatever you call them, like the birthday signs, like Sagittarius is this. I don't believe in that, though, because it's honestly not me. It's signs that you really are, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me that I think that toxic people are just toxic. And I don't like to be around toxic people. I cannot even stand toxic people. Anyway, you still should be careful who you trust. Another sign, if you're dating them and they're being controlling. I've learned not to be controlling. Being controlling is not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to get you nowhere to be into stress. And the reason that I have had thoughts is because of them. Also, this doesn't just go for friends. This doesn't just go for relationships. This goes for friends as well. This is nothing. We're not blaming all this on one sec. So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You really need to be careful of who you trust. There's a lot of people out there who you cannot trust. Your relationships also depend on real love. Signs, basically, as in, do you really love this person? Do you really not? Do you even really care for this person? Like, are you honestly saying you love them just to make them happy? Do you really mean it? Do you really want love? You need to treat people the way you want to be treated. Because if you don't, it's going to bite you back. It is going to. And you guys don't want that to happen. I'm telling you from experience. Love is a strong word. If you don't mean it, then don't say it. Love also can mean different meanings too. If you love yourself, then you are ready to love someone else. Being in a relationship is not all about the person and how they look. Coming! I will be right back. Okay, I'm sorry. You guys, my mom was rough playing with me. But what was I saying? Oh, you guys have to be careful of the things that happens in your relationship. Not everybody's going to be the perfect guy. You don't want to rely... You don't want to rely on the guy, at least, to always be there. Partnership works two ways. Like I said, there is a difference between true love and romantic love. There's also a such thing as toxic love too. And the situations and the effects of toxic love can mean several different things. Maybe he's not the one for you and you think he is. Or maybe he is the one and you don't know he is. But how I figured out that I was being loved was because of the way you show somebody. If you're going to love a person, you need to do things like love yourself. There are situations where A, you don't have a friend to come to for advice, or B, you don't have anybody to talk to about your relationships. And that's not good. A healthy relationship includes basically time, love, care, support, friendliness, and showing somebody that you really love them. Saying it is one thing, but meaning it is another thing. And that's what I learned. My heart has been really broken for a while now, and I felt like I could not trust anyone. That person wasn't for me. Till you just meet that guy. And like I said, partnership works both ways. You don't want a not stable relationship. You want a happy relationship. You want to be able to trust your partners. Because if you don't, it's going to make it really difficult to trust. And I know. I was in a situation when that happened, and I'm still taking therapy for it. If I didn't, then I would have not able to know. And I'm so happy that I know what love is. I feel like also patience. I don't know if I said this, but I'm gonna say it again. It's really not about the looks. It is about personality and how you really feel in the person. And trust is one thing too. Non-trust. Now we're going to get into basically a new thing. I'm going to at least tell you guys a story of how the relationship ended and how things like that, and then explain to you guys how I feel about relationships now. It can be also for friendships too. And you can't judge a book by its cover. Honestly, I have had experience, and I experienced what it's like to be loved by. And for people who don't know, which I will jump into more of, for people who don't know, if you're going to really be in a relationship, please care for the partner. At least try to make time for him, even if you can't go see him. And honestly, like I was giving an example of a toxic relationship as being used, this is how I feel when my best friend did this. So don't break girl code or leave your friend behind just for this guy who you think is attractive. Honestly, is not. And honestly, that just kind of hurts. So that is my story time for you guys about what you should do and how you should really start taking things seriously, because people will not take things seriously. And I'm gonna do a part 2 of this, but I feel like that I should have get into a little bit of a story time of basically of what happened at camp. I didn't give you guys the full story. I gave you parts and bits and pieces. And what I'm also giving you is advice and trust. And I'm trusting you guys to come to me for things like that. I'm super tired. But I just wanted to make an announcement out there that you need to trust in yourself. And if you cannot trust in yourself, then you cannot trust in anyone else. or bringing anyone else into your life. And that is that. No matter how much it really hurts, no matter what, you need to be accountable for your own actions. And words hurt. They do. But people don't see it as words hurt. People are taking advantage of the fact that you are a really nice person and that you are giving your trust to people. And like I said, I know. And I felt like I should do the right thing and speak up for the truth and what is right. Because you guys are amazing. And you guys deserve better. And I don't want you guys to be in a situation where you guys are having to be in this, what you call love is puppy love. And I don't want that for you guys. So that is my video on trusting relationships. And I'll probably do another one called healthy relationships.
Speech on.
Oh, one more thing. Loyalty and time. That's a big one there because a lot of people are not loyal. So, I just wanted to mention that. Anyway, thanks for watching and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Rewind play.